Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, everyone. How are you guys today?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm great.
I'm doing great. Hello, Miss Fatima. How are you doing today?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you? You good?
Okay, so Alhamdulillah, Syukurullah. So we meet again in this lovely night. So today, I'm not here alone. I'm here with my two friends from MH15. So
Yep.
maybe you wanna introduce your name first?
Hello, Miss Fatima. My name is Atarif from
Hi.
MT15.
And I am Pandia from MT15 also.
Pandya, and is it Atari?
Ataris, Miss.
Nino.
Ataris. Yeah. Nice to meet you both.
Okay, so for today's topic, we're gonna talk about Safe Palestine. So as you guys know,
Yes.
so it's a hot topic in the internet about Palestine versus Israel and how about Israel taking the the lands from Palestine and how they
Occupying. Yep.
occupied. Yeah, okay. So maybe I'm gonna ask with Ataris and Patria first. What do you think of uh pro contra in Palestine and Israel?
Uh, I think the conflict in Israel and Palestine is a really long and very interesting conflict, if I do say so myself.
Interesting. What?
Yeah,
It's genocide, bro.
but it's interesting. The story the story is a long one.
Yeah, long, but if it pull up from the history, like maybe 45 years ago.
55.
I don't know, around 50.
It's already 75 years, I think.
75 years. So,
Reading about it,
What? Which one?
so
what Palestine right now? The conflict.
Palestine's been occupied by Israel for 75 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you thought about the aggression like in the last month,
Yeah, last few
months. So like today in many of Islamic countries they are banning like Israel products. So do you support that or maybe you don't support it?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. So we are also boycotting many products here in Sydney, in Australia. We don't go near we don't go near Starbucks. There's no more McDonald's. We don't eat McDonald's, KFC, even Coca-Cola and things like that we boycott. So many products that we boycott as well here. It's the same in Indonesia.
In Indonesia, we also boycott many products such as Nestle, McDonald's, KFC, and many others.
Yeah, some of the like
And there's protests going on as well.
Yeah, protest. There's have been a lot of protest. My parents and I went to a protest last month in Monas.
there are also some
Oh
in
no.
like,
That's the one with 2 million people.
Yes, miss. It was
So
very. It's very. It's hard to explain, but it's very crowded there.
So in Sydney, our Muslim community here isn't big, of course, because it's majority non-Muslim people. We've had protests every single week on every Sunday at 1 p.m. We all gather in the city, and every single week you see the people, more and more people from Muslim and non-Muslim background as well. So we started with, I think, about 1,000 people, and now we're up to about 60,000 attending the protests. Yeah.
for me, I
Uh,
think I'm not like kind of stand in a person because when I see like a conflict, I just don't want to boycott the product. I want to part in the demonstration of Save Palestine, and I think it's a very what is it called? Interesting moment because there's a lot of people like shouting and then chanting "Free Free Palestine," and at that exact moment, I know that like following or participating in demonstration, I don't think would be enough. So I start like boycotting other product, but I don't find a boycott other product. I'm still use some because I don't find a replacement, but I'm trying my best to find the replacement from the Israel product.
Yeah. Well, we do our best. Boycotting and attending protests is a form or a way that we can support the people in Gaza. Of course, we physically can't go there to support them in aid or anything, but our presence in the protests and the way that we boycott the products, so then, it helps, even though it's a little act, but it's a form of how we can help around the world. So, yeah, can live without it. I'm sure you'll find something. some different food or some different products to eat or to consume.
Yeah. So what you actually can do today to help Palestine is actually just boycott the product, participate
Have you
in.
guys have any of you watched the Bassem Youssef interview with Piers Morgan?
Uh, I'm not actually. I haven't.
No. I recommend you watch it. So I'll put it in a link, maybe to this chat. Bassem Youssef from he's American. No, he's Egyptian American, but he uses satire or comedy to convey the message of how pro-Palestinian message to the world, and it was a really good interview. So I'll share it with you. He came to Sydney. And one of the biggest things here in Australia was that the moment that Hamas attacked the Israelis back on the 7th of August, 7th of October, the Australian government, they lit up the iconic Sydney Opera House with the Israeli flag in support for Israel. Right, so our government in Australia supports Israel. Now, Bassem came and he did a show inside the Sydney Opera House, and what he did was that he got everybody in that auditorium to stand up, and he waved the Palestinian flag inside the Opera House. So although our government is in support with Israel, the people are in support with Palestine.
That's a
Yeah.
really good connection between the government and the people of Australia.
Yeah. It's the same in America, it's the same in the UK. I think UK, their protests had about 300,000 people. So the people are supporting Palestine and the government is supporting Israel.
Miss Fatima, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the United Nations should do about this Palestinian and Israeli conflict?
Then they have like something like
Simple.
conflict.
Ceasefire. That's what we're all asking for. We're asking for a ceasefire. We're asking for for it to stop, because the talks that are going on is it a proportionate response, so what Hamas did on the 7th of October, in comparison to what Israel is doing to the people of Gaza, is it a proportionate response? And killing children, there's no such thing as that being a proportionate response to taking hostages and killing 1,300 people. So yeah.
The United Nations cannot do that because they have
Well, they've already declared that it's not a proportionate response. Israel's doing nothing. They have more influence, but I feel like they're tight, because maybe Israel has a lot of influence, you could say, or money or something. It's holding them back. Yeah. And it's America that's backing them. America, USA, Australia, all of the big, military. They're scared that it might turn into a World War III as well, of course.
So as Muslims, what should we do to show our support to Palestine in this conflict?
It's a boycott, bro. You forgot that?
Yeah, paling boycott. What else can we do? Especially because we're in Indonesia, we're in Australia, we can't go there. Yeah. What are your thoughts? What would you like to see happen?
What? It happened. What?
The number one thing I want to happen is for now is for peace to happen between Israel and Palestine.
This first, bro.
Ceasefire. Yeah.
But we cannot just do.
That won't happen. That won't happen.
We cannot do peace because the Israelis already taken the Palestinian lands. If they make peace, it will be like the Palestinian loss, and that's probably Israel gonna attack again and again and again until the Palestinian is no enough.
Yeah. And the reason why they want to take Gaza is because of the oil and, all of the riches. They want to make a canal in Gaza. So it's all about this. Money, money, money.
Money is the root of all evil.
Yes, it is this. Especially orang Yahudi, yeah. Jewish people, they've always been known to be greedy. And I know in Islam they also say, "Oh, thank you. Well, here, I've got my Palestinian flag." No. And they say in hari kiamat apa ya? Bahasa Inggrisnya lupa jadi. The day of judgment won't come until the two lands, until the Jewish and the Muslim have a big fight, right? And that's when Isa alayhi salam will come down and what's it called? Imam Mahdi will come down. So until then, so if this, it's inevitable, it will happen one day, whether it's today or in the future. We know it's going to happen. Yeah. Do you have your flags?
I have mine, but it's at my home.
Yeah, same. I have it in my home.
Okay. I have a big flag. I have many little flags for protest. We have big.
I have to change my device because my battery was spent. But I actually have a photo of me following the protest Save Palestine. I'm gonna show the picture. Can you see it? Wait.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, the feeling weakness.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Some photo of it. Well, I in protest of Palestine because I want to save like the moment. Oh yeah, this protest is in Bekasi. Jakarta because dan
Yep.
they are just crowded. Yeah. This is like I think it's the second biggest protest besides the Jakarta because Jakarta in the Monas is actually very big.
Can you imagine 2 million people there in Monas?
2 million people in Monas.
All get around to show support to Palestine.
2 million, amazing.
Yeah, our government is also supportive.
Yes, our government. But what does the Indonesian government do?
Yeah,
Other,
they
you know.
to the Palestinians, but last time it get stuck in the border of Egypt, but now it can deliver to Palestine.
Yeah.
Like they deliver foods, yeah.
Foods, medical supplies, and stuff. They also start boycotting it, especially products.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
what about military? If you haven't realized, there's no other leader or government that is prepared other than Lebanon and Iran. Okay, there's no other government that is prepared to fight the battle with Palestine. They'll help to support them with aid, but there's no one else that wants to fight.
Yeah, because if we will fight, like Indonesia give them infant and like military supply, yes. The Western, yeah, like the NATO will give us the sanction, just like Russia invading Ukraine.
Yeah.
And second, in Indonesia, of course, yeah, there is some
alliance,
Alliance, yeah.
diplomatic alliance,
democratic relation with some country like in the West, the Western country.
like
Yep.
USA and Europe.
Hmm.
If we were to give aid to the Palestine, that the relation will break, and then we will have our economy will collapse.
Yep,
So to say.
that is true.
Reason the Iran and Lebanon is ready because they are in border and also they don't have any treaty with the Israel. Meanwhile, the
Yep.
Egypt has some treaty. That's why our aid is stuck at the border of Egypt.
Yeah.
Yep. It's difficult, isn't it? Just because of alliance, we can't help our brothers and sisters in Gaza. So in one way that the government is supporting the people of Gaza, but in another way they're also supporting Israel. So,
Yeah. So
right?
because of it, it's very difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Fatima, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So, what do you think about America sending supply to Israel? Unnecessary supply, like, do you think that do you think America take the responsibility of attacks of Palestine?
They actually do.
Yeah, of course. 100%. Because America is the British is the one that created the state of Israel, for example. America is one of the biggest supports of Israel. They fund Israel. I think it's about, I heard it was 370 million. Oh no, 370 billion, sorry. Funding goes to Mossad and goes to the ADF. So America is one of the biggest funds for Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, she's right.
It's actually true because like 80% from the weapon that Israel have is actually sent from America. So I think like America has the responsibility.
Because Palestine, no, the Israel and America have a very good relation. There
Yeah.
is some
Including
between Israel and Palestine also in the out there, like the apa, 5 day battle,
5 day war.
5 day war, yeah, 5 day war, and like in the Suez Canal.
Yep. So including Australia, we sent troops. We sent military aid for Israel. That was allowed. We sent our military to fight. Taxpayers' money. Ya, kita bayar pajak untuk mengirimkan orang-orang ini. The people don't want it. You know, the people of Australia do not want to be involved in the conflict. They want peace. They don't want to be they don't want blood on their hands, you know, to be supporting and aiding genocide. So that's why we gather in protest against our own government. And some of the chants that we have here in Australia is that you know, our Prime Minister Albanese, you can't hide. You're supporting genocide. That's one of the things that we say. You know, Mr. Albanese, you can't hide because you're supporting genocide. And our support Australia, like, stop it. You know, how can our government support something that the people don't support? It's dictatorship. We're supposed to be a democracy. It's supposed to be what the people of Australia want that the government acts on, but instead it's what the government wants to do, and the people don't seem to have a say. So everybody from all different types, not just Muslims, are going out to protest against our own government because we don't support our government.
They really have a strong backup like the US. So even though they are violating the Geneva conference, yeah, they still not gain any sanction. And the United Nations can do that either because veto.
Yep.
Miss Fatima, it's already azan. It's azan.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Miss Fatima, for discussing about Palestine with us today. I hope you have a good night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye. Thank you for tonight.
Yes.